What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tabby Talks. I am so happy and so honored to have my next guest today. And I figured because Valentine's is coming up, I know so many people are trying to run around, figure out what they're going to do, get it tight, get it right. And with that being said, we want to make sure that our grooming is A1 down there. So I thought it would be a good idea to have one of the funniest, the fastest, the most quick-witted estheticians out right now. We have the owner of the Beeswax Skincare Spa. We have Bree with us today.
Y'all.
Woo! Clap it up for Bree. Okay, Bree. How you feeling? How you doing? You good? You good?
How are you today?
I'm good. All right, so I want you to introduce yourself to the people and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Bree. I'm a licensed esthetician. I've been licensed now for 3 years. This is my spa. I started off alone. Now I have employees, independent contractors. It's a one-stop shop. Come see us.
So for the people who don't know, tell us exactly what an esthetician is. What do you guys do?
So to simplify it, an esthetician is basically just a skincare therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So we do things from hair removal, lashes, brows, makeup, anything that has to do with the skin is basically what an esthetician is. Then you have estheticians, which actually go into the medical side of aesthetics, which is like Botox, lip fillers, things like that.
So it's a wide range of where you can go from this.
Yep, you can have nurses that can become estheticians and do medical grade things like IVs. It's a very big scope, so it's a lot that you can do as an esthetician.
Okay, so with being an esthetician, is that something that you have to have a license for or a certificate?
So in different states it varies, but in the state of Michigan you must have 600 credit hours that you clock at an actual beauty school.
Okay.
There's no such thing as a certification, a certified waxer, certified lash tech, none of that. If you're doing anything that has to do with the skin, you have to be a licensed esthetician.
Okay, so you make sure you get your license out there. Don't be out here putting this hot wax on people.
Because they're going to throw you in the Detroit Air Pack. They're going to talk about you because you ripped somebody coochie off. Yeah, make sure you go to school with your license.
Okay, so I know personally I've been a client for you for so long, and I am just...
One of my faves.
I am just so in awe to just see you coming from your own personal suite in somebody else's building.
Right, because you have been with me since
the
start.
Listen, and I've been hearing you manifest your dreams of what you want in your spot, and just to be here filming the episode in your spot, what you actually manifested. What was that process in growing your business in the pandemic and with inflation?
So actually during the pandemic, when COVID first started, I was in school to get my license. We were about 4 or 5 months in, and then they switched us to virtual learning, which was some complete BS because how do you learn how to do this online?
Yeah, we already know virtual learning is some BS.
Yeah, it was a struggle being online, and then we had a struggle with the teachers because they didn't really know how to teach online. And then after we got out of school, because we graduated online, state boards, because you have to take a state board test in order to get your license. They kind of pushed our scheduling back because they didn't know if we wanted to use real models or mannequins, because during state boards you had to take a model. But because of COVID, we had to be a distance away from each other.
Right.
So it took us a minute to actually get our licenses and be able to practice. And then of course all the salons were closed. So it was like we were becoming estheticians, but we couldn't practice because of COVID. So it was a struggle. It was. But once the pandemic was over, it was a wrap. I got a suite.
Say business was back booming, baby.
My clientele.
Plus we ain't gonna tiptoe all the little PPP loans. They was spending that money. So
and I wish they'd give it to them back. Like, come, I need some money.
As a professional, as a business owner, as a state licensed professional, heavy on the license. I know you've seen this horrific story floating around social media. Unfortunately, the little girl, the underage female, she lost her eye when she was just trying to get her hair done. In my opinion, first of all, it was a makeshift salon in the back of a boutique.
I seen that and I was a little confused. But I mean, to each his own.
So that's red flag for me, number one.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a business owner, who is at fault?
So I heard about the story. I'm not sure if the young lady was licensed or not. If she was,
you mean the stylist, right?
Yes, the stylist. If she was licensed, that might help her a little bit. But as a licensed stylist, you know not to have those type of chemicals by anything warm or hot. So that kind of gave the clue that she wasn't licensed. So if she's not licensed, that now is going to get that owner in trouble simply because you let an unlicensed stylist come in here and and work on somebody. And don't get me wrong, things happen, and it was an unfortunate situation, but you didn't dot your I's or cross your T's.
As an owner,
let somebody come in here without a license. She's 22 years old. Not saying I don't know what she has, but a 22-year-old don't have much, and she don't even have a license. They don't have much to take from her. So if y'all want to gain something from that owner done. Like, and that's just the truth, because you let her come in here without a license. You can't be like, well, I didn't know. Then how did she get in here? Did you ask?
Yeah.
So somebody got to be held accountable. And at the end of the day, it's going to be
fall on that owner.
Your shop.
Yeah. For me personally, it could have been avoided.
It definitely
could have. But on the real, let's keep it real. When I'm booking a hair appointment, I'm looking at pictures. I'm not asking, do you have a license?
Exactly.
Blah, 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 blah. So it could be our responsibility, too, as a consumer, to make sure that these people who are we getting these services by are licensed, have insurance, just in case something comes.
But you wouldn't have them consumers if you didn't have a booking site, knowing that you didn't have a license. So I wouldn't even be talking to you if you weren't advertising, and that's just the truth. So you can't blame the customer for that. Like, I get what you're saying, but in that instance, you just pointing fingers and don't want to take accountability, because you wouldn't even have them consumers to come ask you that if you didn't have a site to book on anyway. Nobody even would have known about you. So you put yourself out there without that license, now you're suffering the consequences. So that's just what it is. You took the risk, and it is what it is. Oh, well, you shouldn't have been practicing without a license. I'm sorry. You go in there asking the stylist, let me see your license. She gonna probably look at you like you crazy.
Right.
Me personally, if somebody did ask me if I'm licensed, which I've had people ask me that before, I just let them know I'm not about to send them a whole copy of my license, because it shows our numbers on there. You can blank it out possibly, but ain't nobody really asking that, and we don't necessarily have to show you either.
Okay. I know advertisement is key. So I want to bring it up to something that you said earlier. Detroit Hair Nails page. Woo! So I know personally a lot of stylists that I deal with for nails, for hair, for braids or whatever, they do not under any circumstances advertise under the Detroit Hair and Nails page. Like, it's just a bowl full of mess. They're not even gonna do it. I want to ask you, how do you feel about it? You an owner, you work in the service industry. How do you feel about the Detroit Hair and Nails page?
I think it's a good market to promote yourself.
Okay.
I think it has become something totally different now. I get the concept, but people so quick to bash people and throw people on there and argue that it's not really like looking for stylists or beauticians to do anything. I go on there to read people arguing. I don't care. I look at and another reason I don't post on the Detroit Hair page, because for some reason they always delete my posts. I don't know.
It's like you ain't allowed.
I guess not. I can't visit them. But yeah, so I just don't post in there for that reason. But I'm not gonna lie, Detroit Hair page is like Greenfield Plaza. Ain't nobody going there.
It's messy.
It's Greenfield Plaza.
Would you consider it being messy?
Yes.
It's messy on there.
It's messy as hell. It's very messy.
Okay.
Like, you want some tea, you want to know about a stylist, go right on there. These girls then went on there. I almost called them something else. They go on there and will literally post your picture and be like, anybody got her hair done by her? Like, why you just don't look at her page? Like, it's just crazy. Don't ever take my picture. That's why y'all don't see my face. Don't ever take my picture and put that on there and be like, has anybody ever booked with her? Like, you couldn't just put my name. I just feel like sometimes they just do too much.
So you think it's the clients doing too much? Both the clients and the person that's providing the service.
In there arguing with people. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not doing it. I said what I said.
Why we gotta do that?
I hear you.
It's a lot of cattiness.
That had to be what I had to tell you for you to throw me in the Detroit Hair page. You had to get out. Because other than that, I'm not sitting there arguing with you. Those stylists be replying to 70 people on there going back and forth. And then the real problem with some of the stylists that do get on there and argue when they are wrong, they don't take accountability. That's another thing too. So instead of you coming on here and just saying you apologize for the bad service or the bad experience, instead you on there still talking about my book's on fire, all this extra stuff. You got to humble yourself, because that can get taken away real fast. Definitely. I just don't get in the mess. I'm not arguing with you.
You ain't for none of that.
I'm just not.
You ain't getting on that Detroit. You say you booked and busy without the Detroit Hair and Nails page.
I have never been on the Detroit Hair page, but people have tagged me in statuses trying to argue. But I ain't got to argue. My clients argue for me like, y'all don't play about me.
Period.
So I really don't got to go on
we
there
ain't playing.
like, y'all do it. So I be good. Like, you cannot say nothing about me. My clients on your head. They don't care. So yeah, I'm not about to argue on the Detroit Hair page. I'm not doing it. Have a good day.
Have a good day. And what you say? Bye, Harry.
Bye, Harry. Because that's the only reason
Harry.
you gotta be throwing me in there is because your Gucci Harry. Like, that's the only reason. Like, that's the only reason. Because other than that, what you mad for? Everybody leave out of here satisfied.
Okay.
So, I be good.
All right.
I ain't arguing on that.
Period. I like that. Okay, so working with your family, I know sometimes they might look at you as, that's Bree, before you become the business owner, before you got your employees, before you have your spot. That's just Bree, that's just my cousin. I ain't got to listen to her, or I can come in when I want to. How do you, as an owner, this is your business, this is your baby. Listen, y'all my employees. I know I'm your cousin, but at the same time, you're going to respect this is the time you're supposed to be here, and this is what we about to do. So how do you find yourself maintaining that balance of respect and also being cool with your family and making it, a business? Do you find yourself struggling with that at all?
No, because I kind of been retarded, so my cousins they don't play with me.
Say they not.
It's just a respect thing. Like, I don't disrespect my cousin, she don't disrespect me. Like, we always been good. Like, she about her business, I'm about mine. And here it's about money. And like I said, she's an independent contractor, so she paid me my money. She got her keys.
And y'all
she
do
her
it.
thing. Like, we get lunch together and stuff like that. But no, it don't ever get to the point where it crosses and becomes personal. And I never really have to say anything to her to the point where it's like, oh, I'm your boss. That's just with family, though. Now, other people that have come in here, it's a real big thing where you have people that say they want to support Black businesses and they're Black and they claim they so proud of you, but they don't respect you the same way that they do white people businesses, and that's just the truth. You're not gonna question your boss at a white corporation. You're not gonna come late.
European waxing.
You're not gonna text me talking about what's up. You're not about to do none of that with your white employees, and I feel like they do kind of miss that line of professional versus you got me fucked up. So it does get difficult. I have to check my tone sometimes. I do, because I step out my circle. I will. But
I'm gonna get active about my business,
I
okay?
will. And I'm from the east side, so it creep out sometimes, just a little bit.
Okay.
But for the most part, I haven't had any issues. The people that's here are supposed to be here. The people that's not, they're not.
They not. The people that's here, they want to be here, so
they
not
do.
trying
They
to come
working,
up.
they promoting themselves. They in here, they got clients. They be in here all type of times. I don't even be here sometimes.
Booming, baby.
So it's like I don't have to say nothing to him. I don't have those issues.
Yeah.
Because they know what they're supposed to come in here and do.
But I feel like because you are that type of person, like you said, you don't argue or go back and forth with your clients. You're not about to be all on the internet. Even on your page, you don't even have a personal page. About your business.
Yeah, I don't do the internet like that.
So because you come with the respect, you come being about your business, of course your team just gonna do nothing but follow you.
Because I'm not gonna disrespect you if you're not disrespecting me.
Period.
Like, I'm real respect me and respect you. And I'm not a micromanager.
Okay.
I've never liked micromanagers. That's another reason why my business has to prosper, because I can never go back to working for somebody else. It's just not for me. I don't like authority, I guess. I have a hard time listening. But yeah, I'm not a micromanager, so I'm not breathing down your neck like, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? But if it's something that you know you're supposed to be doing and you don't do it, then I have to say something to you. I don't have time for that, because if you was at a regular job and someone said something to you, they're not even gonna say nothing. They're just gonna write your ass up or you're fired. I'm trying to have a conversation with you and at least try to figure out what's wrong, make you fix the problem so we don't keep having it. But when you a small business and you a Black girl, and sometimes they want to look at you just as a peer, they overstep that line. Yeah. And I don't mind crossing it.
Say, look, put some respect on my Black business, okay?
Yeah.
I'm in a position to tell you what to do. You come in working for me, you trying to see if you got a suite available for me, so you need to come humble.
Exactly.
And I like the point that you're saying. You know you in the business, but you're humble enough. You ain't this my thing. I'm running it how I want to run it. You just want everybody to be accountable. Get your money. Come here. If we got a problem, we should be able to be grown enough to talk it out.
That's it. But I just feel like it's no narrative for a problem in here.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own rooms.
You could close that door and service your client and get your money.
I'm the only person that wax in here. Shouldn't nobody be touching wax. So shouldn't none of my shit come up missing. If you the massage tech, you got oil. I don't use oil. I'm not touching that oil. Angel do teeth whitening. Angel running Yoni steam room. I don't even know what goes on. I don't even know her where the period. So that's her area. Yeah. And then it's like, because you do have so many people in here and so many personalities, if you know that's her area, stay out her area. She don't be in your area. now we get to the point, if people are doing things like that, you an issue, you gotta go. You gotta get up out of here. Because I'm real about energy. If I'm coming in here, I deal with people all day. I touch people all day. Those are different energies coming in here that I have to talk to anyway. I can't have my space in chaos.
Yeah.
I'm a Pisces. I'm emotional. So it's like,
So you listen. If you want to come work for me or work with me,
just get your money and go.
Okay, that's all I'm asking. Okay, so I got my little nest of mess here. I want you to go ahead and pull a question, hand it back over to me. I'm gonna read it to you, and I want you to answer the question.
I don't think I want a long one.
They all long.
That look like two. You wrote on the front end of it?
No. Somebody wanted to know, why am I so bumpy and itchy about a week after my wax?
Okay, so it can be for several reasons. The number one reason I would say would be because either your hairs are not long enough. So when the wax got put down, your hair's probably broke. Usually when you have broken hairs that try to come back up, they fold back over into the skin and then it becomes a bump. Another reason could be because you're not exfoliating. So those trapped hairs can't get past that dry skin. It is wintertime, so our skin is a lot drier in the winter. That could be a reason. Or it could just be your esthetician's technique. She might not be putting enough pressure down while she's spraying the wax, and it's not getting all the way down to the root. It's only getting to like the middle of the hair. So when you pull it, the hair is immediately breaking. I
hate getting waxed because of skin discoloration. Do you have any recommendations to even out the color of my skin after a wax?
Yes. So of course you need to be exfoliating. Secondly, there are a couple of products that you can use to lighten the area. You have serums, you can use vitamin C. Another good thing that you can do is start waxing regularly. I don't know if those, the darkness, hyperpigmentation is coming from previous ingrowns and you were picking, or is it a skin condition? That's something that you will have to find out with your dermatologist, because sometimes that happens as well. But for the most part, you have serums. We have some here, so if anybody wants to come in and get them, we have brightening agents, or you can get like intimate bleaching. A lot of people, that's a new service that's coming out with estheticians. That's really popular.
Okay.
So they're basically just bleaching the area to lighten it if you do suffer from discoloration and hyperpigmentation.
All right.
So you have options.
This is one of the questions that I kept getting by multiple people. So obviously people want to know.
Okay.
What does it smell like to you down there?
I keep a mask on. I mean, like, I don't know. What y'all asking? Y'all asking how my clients smell, or y'all asking like how I smell? Like, are you just saying vaginas in general?
Just keep it in general. How, like, what's some smells that you didn't smell? Let's get into it.
The ocean.
What do you mean by the ocean?
Perch, fish, like that. You have some people discharge during the wax.
Okay.
You have some women that come in on their cycles. It's a vagina. It self-cleans itself. Women naturally have an odor. Some people think they should smell like flowers. Whatever. To each his own. I wear a mask majority of the time because I don't want to smell y'all.
We gonna keep it like that. We just gonna keep it like
and
that.
And everybody knows like different discharges mean different things. So depending on what you got going on down there, like a regular discharge, you don't really smell much. It's just kind of clear and kind of a little bit sticky. But if your shit yellow, go to the doctor. Then you probably smelling like fish.
You don't need to be at the estheticians.
Like, you know, so it's just different things. It depends on the person.
Has anybody's skin ever came off, and why the fuck does it hurt so bad when you get a wax?
So, it's two different answers for that.
Okay.
One, some people's skin does come off, and that is totally normal.
Hold on. The skin gonna come off?
Yes. So let me explain.
So the little wax that. Okay, go ahead, explain.
So, your skin can come off if it's old, dead skin, because waxing is a form of exfoliating. So because waxing is a form of exfoliating, and if you haven't been exfoliating down there and the skin is dead and dry, yes, it will come up with the wax in the hair.
So it's not like ripping your skin and not blood showing.
No, that's different.
Okay.
That means your esthetician fucked up. Either you had something going on, maybe she put a piece of wax over another piece of skin, might have pulled too hard, the wax could have been a little too hot, anything like that. yes, you can make mistakes and rip off skin and injure someone. So you have to be very careful. That's why you need to be licensed.
Licensed and have your shit in order.
But mistakes do happen. Some people can have an ingrown down there. Some people can have a boil or an open lesion that you didn't see underneath the hair. So when you pull, it's pulling that skin off the top too, which can cause bleeding and pus to come out as well. So it just depends on what's going on. Okay. You will know when you fucked up.
And this one did come from a guy.
Okay.
I don't know if he's straight or not, but we're going to see.
Let me see.
Will I get aroused during a wax?
Okay. So men do get hard when they do get waxed because you're touching their penis, unless you got like some super self-control. It just kind of happens. And then as you're pulling, the natural reaction, it just does that. Like, so yes, you might become hard when you are getting waxed. And that is true.
Will applying an aloe pad after the snatch help with the pain like they do when I get my eyebrows arched?
A what?
An aloe pad?
I don't know what that is. I'm for real.
So I'm guessing, like, because I know.
Are they talking about like taking a 2x4 and putting the aloe gel on it and then wiping it? Is that what they're talking about? I don't know what an aloe pad is.
Maybe I know. For me, I keep them for my kids. Like if burns or whatever, I keep an aloe plant in my house. Aloe little patches or whatever. I guess it's just something with the aloe stuff on it because it helps with burns and stuff like that.
Okay, so when I get my eyebrows done, it don't be like no pad. Like she be having the little stuff over there. She get a little 2x4 and it be like aloe gel. And
what is a 2x4, Brie? That's a piece of wood. What you mean 2x4?
Okay, so they're gauze. So you have gauze that's 4x4s. They're bigger, and then you have gauze that's 2x4.
Okay. And
then you get like the little circle ones. So that's in esthetician terms.
Okay.
So yeah, I've seen people do that, but no, I'm not about to do that because. When you waxing, especially during a Brazilian, you might get some hairs that don't come up and you might have to go back over it. Putting anything that has another residue on it might make my wax not stick again. So, no, you're not getting nothing to do.
And then that's all the whole cleaning the area, doing all that.
Put some more powder. I'm not doing all that, girl. You'll be okay.
And this is from a perspective of a man, so that's why it's so funny to me.
It's more questions than this.
That's what you're pulling. That's your energy that you're pulling out of this messiness. Okay. A fella wants to know why my girl be so fall off the bone wet after a wax. And do it really cost $150 every 2 weeks?
I don't want to answer that. I'm not about to tell her business. Like, no, I'm not answering. Yes, it's $150.
Yes, it's $150.
Like,
$250.
I don't know what to tell you. And I don't think you should be questioning that. Just be happy.
Why it's fall off? Okay.
Yeah,
be happy it's fall off the bone.
I don't know no man that's going to be like, why your shit falling off the bone? Like, no, just dive in it. 24 hours afterwards, though. 24 hours. Make sure it's 24 hours.
What if my payment don't go through? Are you going to put the hair back on? I'm going to let you answer that how you want.
I will. I sure the fuck will.
I will. Put the wax back on you.
Let's just let it be known that before you even book with me, your card is saved on file. So I have all your information. Okay. So play them games with me. Good charge. We're going to be disputing with the banks. Like, yes, I will pull that shit out the garbage and put it back on your card. What? Like, who says that? You're a scammer. I need to know who wrote that so I can pay them today. Like,
you're not booking with me if that's your question. They wanted to know.
That's crazy.
Why did I get hard during my last wax?
Because the lady was touching your dick. That's your
answer. Y'all get excited.
I'm just saying, like, it's a situation where your penis is being touched, whether you're aroused or not. It's the natural reaction of a body. That's just like saying when a woman gets raped, why can a man keep doing it? Her vagina's still going to get wet. It doesn't mean that she's enjoying it, but because of what's happening, someone's touching her vagina, that just happens.
Professional answer.
It just happens. You might come too. Shit. That happens too. That's what you really should be asking about.
They come down.
Yes, they can ejaculate during their wax.
What?
Yes, you can.
We're going to get back to that because we're going to need some follow-ups with that. So I'm going to get back to that. We're going to come back around to that. So if I stank down there or have the odor,
I'm hairy. Like,
would you tell me?
No, I wear a mask, so I should be doubled up sometimes. But no, in this business, you gonna know that you're going to get some people that don't smell the best. So that's gonna show your character and your professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
When you know you're dealing with people that's taking their clothes off, some people could be insecure about themselves. Control your face.
Mm-hmm.
Control your face at all times. I don't care if a bug crawled out her coochie. Because I seen that post with them roaches that was in the girl wax. I don't know if I can handle that. But no, seriously, when you're in a profession like this, you have to control yourself. You have to control your face. Do doctors let you know that you smell? You ain't never had a doctor tell you stink.
Or seen that they was like, ugh, like, you know.
But I feel like if you know you stink, why you busting it open? Like, why would you come lay your ass on my table when you know your pussy stink? Like, that's just inconsiderate.
Obviously, they want to know if you can smell them, cuz.
But why you want me to smell your stinky coochie? Like, girl, this is what I mean when y'all don't respect my business. This is what I'm talking about. That is crazy. That's insane. That's weird.
Okay. Has anyone ever passed gas?
Yes.
While you was waxing them?
And
how do you handle it?
I wear a mask. And yes, y'all fart stink. I guess y'all ask that too. Y'all wanna know if your pussy stink? Yes, your fart stink. Like yes, it happens. Sometimes when you're in the butterfly position and you sitting there for so long, of course you're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we tell you to put your legs back to your chest, you kind of putting all that weight right on your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So you might not even know what's happening. I just keep talking. I don't.
You don't make them feel uncomfortable or awkward.
I can tell in their face because
Yeah.
I'm touching you. I can feel your demeanor, so
Yeah.
I could tell that they tense up and realize that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have some ladies that say sorry. I do have some people that actually acknowledge it and say sorry. But if they don't, I just keep it pushing. Like, it is what it is. Everybody, like, people fart.
I like that. I like that. All right, so we're going to put a pause on the little messy nest over here.
No more mess.
we coming back to it because
we're gonna keep it messy.
We got some more questions. We're going to put a little pause on the little messy mess that I have over here. And we're going to get back into these questions. Okay. When a woman has a Brazilian, that's all of the hair removed, right?
Yeah.
So when they have a Brazilian, some men may feel like that's childish, or they may not want that woman to have a Brazilian because it's childish. A real woman has hair, and I don't want to feel like I'm fucking a little kid. I want to know from a professional standpoint, is it validity in a man feeling like that? Like, what do you feel about that situation?
So, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just think that some people should word things differently.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get what the guys are saying. Part of a girl becoming a woman and hitting puberty is her hair growing. So sometimes that's how a man can identify that that's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But your grown ass, no. It's not a little girl. You shouldn't even be thinking about little girl coochie.
Okay.
Not saying that they are, but it's just like when you saying it like that. Because I've had men come in here with women and actually say, I feel like when she bald, it's like it would have been with a little girl. And they'd be like, can you leave her a landing strip or leave her like a triangle? And if she say she cool with that, because I don't listen to them. It's about what she want.
Mm-hmm.
If she say she cool with that, cool, we'll leave a little hair. You do have mostly older guys, I've noticed, like maybe like 40s and up.
Mm-hmm.
Late 30s, mid 30s. They're the ones that make that comment.
They want that hair.
I don't know if they looking for that 70s bush, but this 2023.
They definitely want bush.
Boy cat on me. So, yeah, I've heard that from women that have told me that men have told them that. I've had men say that to my face. I've had men inbox that to me. I've had men book their woman's appointment and tell me, like, leave her a little hair. So, some men just like hair. Sometimes it's a fetish. You never know.
Okay, so something I know about, like, grooming down there, it's not all about just the aesthetic and sex appeal. It could be about hygiene, too. So, snatching all of that hair off could be good for hygiene. You don't want the hair to hold bacteria.
True.
Like, is that... So I want to just get out of the stereotype of anytime a woman wants to wax, it's just to pop that pussy for a man.
And that's what everybody thinks. Everybody sexualizes it. Some women do it as self-care. I know a lot of women that are getting waxed right now that don't even have a man. I know women that are getting waxed right now that don't even like men. So it's not always for a man. Hygiene reasons are a big play in it because hair holds smells. And y'all worried about y'all coochie stinking. Like, if you have hair down there, you sweat more. And it holds that scent. Also, hair does hold bacteria. But a lot of people get waxed for health issues. A lot of women suffer from PCOS, endometriosis. They have overly active sweat glands in that area that causes big boils. So when you have big boils like that, a razor actually makes them bigger.
Irritation.
So some dermatologists and some people's OBGYNs actually recommend them to either get laser or waxing. Some people can't afford laser, so waxing is the alternative. So sometimes it's about health issues, not just about health or sex. So
yeah, so now I just know that I'm gonna just say my timeline, because I don't know everybody else's how their timeline is, but on my timeline, I see waxing becoming more and more sexualized.
Yes.
I see us even joking about it, the men joking about it.
Oh, I share stuff joking.
Okay, it's gonna fall off the bone, and we trying to hurry up after a wax. We trying to get to our next dick appointment and stuff like
24
that.
hours. I cannot stress this enough. 24 hours, because, and this is another thing that has to do with hair and hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
Say you come in here and you get a full-blown wax, you bald.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have sex with your man, he got a bush. His hair holds bacteria too. Niggas sweat. They sweat all day.
And you ain't even got nothing to catch that bacteria because that hair gone.
So if y'all get in the bed and y'all get to doing what y'all doing, ain't nothing but friction. That's fresh wax skin. Your pores are open. All that bacteria off his hair is coming onto you too. This causes ingrowns. So don't text me talking about you bumpy.
We don't want to hear about you being bumpy if you ain't followed the rules.
Use the crunch bar, bitch. Like, I don't care, because you should have waited 24 hours. He could have waited.
Period. Y'all better wait them 24 hours.
Because it will cause bumps. Like, people don't think about the anatomy of things. Like, that's like when you say, what is it called? Rut burn?
What is it?
Rut burn. When a man going in and the lady is
it's
dry,
not wet. Okay.
And that friction causes like that, like a dry patch on them. Same difference. It's too much friction. Y'all got too much going on. So, yes, definitely health issues and definitely hygiene. So, it's not just about sex.
Period. It's not.
But you do got some of these little freak hoes that come here just to pop their coochie. So, you're not wrong in that area. You are not wrong in that area.
Okay, so I know another topic that's real hot on social media. Is it that some people, because a wax seems like for a sexual activity and stuff like that, but also, like you said, it could be other benefits to it too, other health benefits, just other things other than sex appeal, basically. Right. So another hot topic that I've seen that I just watched it. I just want to see what people feel about it. How do you feel about young girls waxing? Is it a such thing as they too young? Do you really follow what the mom want to think, or do you have your own as an owner? Do you use your own discretion? Oh no, I'm not going to wax her too young. Or do you feel like no, it could be for other reasons other than sex? How we try to make it be like.
So I definitely have my opinions on both. But at the end of the day, whether you're my client, mom, or your daughter is my client, it's the same way when you go to the doctor and your child can ask you to step out the room. Even though y'all can't step out the room. Parents have to be in the room. They also have to sign a non-disclosure consensual form, all of that, and they have to be in there while the child is being waxed. But I'm going to ask her, is she okay with it? Just because your mama wants you to do something don't mean that this little girl is necessarily comfortable doing that. So I do have, my youngest client was 12. She came with her mother, and that's because she has a skin condition called HS. HS is where you have overly active sweat glands. She was a little plus size, so she used to sweat a lot more in her thigh area. It used to cause her to get these really, really big boils that sometimes you have to surgically have removed. So her doctor recommended once she did go through puberty and she started getting hair that they might have to look into laser or waxing, because it just stops her from getting those boils. If you get a little bitty ingrown, it hurts. So just imagine having a big boil when you're 12 years old. You ain't even did anything sexual yet. Ain't thought about nothing
ain't
sexual
even
yet.
on that page.
But for your baby not to be in pain, she needs to get her hair removed. So if you're not looking at it, then know your child. Like, y'all know if y'all kids fucking. I don't care what you're talking about.
Say it again.
I ain't even got no kids.
Say it again. Tell them.
I can tell.
Tell them.
So it's like, know your kid. So if you know your kid out here texting boys, doing all of that, then you might be a little spectacle and let her get a wax. But if your kid has modern dance, gymnastics, track, anything like that where they wear low cut bikini outfits, panties, anything like that, they don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to be embarrassed.
So that's what I was going to ask you, because I definitely, just because I didn't enter the debate, but just seeing the debate, I can understand why a young girl would want to get waxed. I know me growing up, I was hairy as hell. My mama told me, you pick up a razor, I'm going to whoop your ass. So, like, what do? I didn't want to be embarrassed, so I covered up.
Our parents back then kept hair. Like, my mama still be like, you be looking at me. Like, girl, I be looking at you.
It's like a generational thing, too.
So, it just depends. Like, the generations are different. You have a lot of mothers that are young now. Like, my mama was older. She wasn't older, but she was in her late 20s when she had me.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all have people that's having their kids at 16 now, 19, 20. So I ain't trying to be rude, but y'all want to be y'all friend, y'all kids' friend. That's your homegirl. And I done had a mom and a daughter homegirl set come in here, and they
booking the bestie package.
You know, and she didn't talk to her about her boyfriend in front of me. Me personally, my mom was never going to know I'm having sex. I don't have sex. I'm a virgin. She's never going to know that. I could be giving birth and she holding my leg. I don't know how to get out of here.
I'm married, mama. I'm married.
She's really comfortable with their parents like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those. And then also to go back into the hyperpigmentation and discoloration, waxing is just now becoming a thing in the African American community.
Mm-hmm.
This is some Caucasian shit. These is for the Europeans. They've been getting waxed since the beginning of time.
I'm gonna just say this because when I first started getting waxed, I was pregnant, and I just felt embarrassed because I couldn't see my stomach. I wasn't shaving or nothing like that, and I just felt embarrassed going to the doctor and bam, bush. So I went. I didn't even know, like you said, it's some European stuff. I didn't even know to look for it. Like I said, I just learned how to pronounce esthetician. So I didn't know to look for an esthetician or nothing like that. Everybody back then, when I first got waxed, this was what, 2009 maybe, European wax was all the rage. Exactly. European wax. So it's funny to hear you say that's some European stuff.
It is, because think about it. When you see young models, young white girls that are models, they don't have no issues down there, do they? Because they wax. We got immediately introduced to shaving. We also have a lot of melanin in our skin. So when we heal, our skin gets darker because those melanated cells try to rush to that area that needs to be healed. So everything just turns out darker with us. Also, people got to understand when you're using a razor, it's called razor burn. Burns always show up darker on darker people. So if we would have started waxing when we first started getting here, a lot of black women would not have that hyperpigmentation. They wouldn't have that rough texture on their vagina. I know women that have old incisions on their vagina from cutting themselves with a razor.
With the razor, yeah.
Because with a razor, your shit grow back in 2 days.
Yeah.
So every 2 days, you just put in that razor on your skin. Razor burn, razor burn, razor burn. White girls been getting waxes forever. They don't have, you see models, them little pink bikinis.
That cover up like the little, what was the Kim Kardashian thing? It's like it's a thing of a tortilla chip.
So they should be perfect because they don't have all that hyperpigmentation because they've been getting waxed for so long because white people don't sexualize it. Black people sexualize it.
We have to stop sexualizing wax.
Oh yeah, they got like little, what Suki say when her ghetto ass talk about happy lickings.
We ain't even that's a whole nother Tabby Talks interview with Sukiana.
Like, what makes you think that?
But yeah, we definitely, that's why I said, I feel like it's very, very important to get out of the sexualization of waxing. Because it could be a bit, like you said, the little white girls who got those competitions, they come straight out the gate, they mama taking them to the spot with them. It's nothing about sex, it's just about the health aspect of it, the aesthetic of it. You're not going to get them razor burns and all that kind of stuff. So just taking the sexual aspect out of it, I feel like that's our responsibility to do, and just start our young girls off right.
Exactly.
So they won't even have to go down the path of discoloration and, like you said, indentations and messing their stuff up before they even have a chance to bloom.
And don't get me wrong, I have some moms that be like, they don't necessarily want their daughters to get it because it's so painful and they don't think they're ready. But I'm not gonna lie, the little mamas be outshining y'all.
Period.
Like, they don't even be judging. Y'all be in here fooling. Y'all be needing the stress buds. Like, them little girls be like, oh, it's not that bad. I be looking at the parents like, what you be doing to her? Because why she not nervous?
Okay.
They don't be sweating. they don't do nothing.
That's that young thing, like with the babies, with teaching them
how to swim. And I don't know if it's because their skin barrier is not damaged yet from the razor. Because a lot of our skin barriers are damaged, and that could possibly be making your wax a little bit more painful too. Okay. They got virgin hairs, you know. They ain't never cut them. They just freshly just there. So that might make the pull easier. I'm going to research that. I just thought about that too.
Yeah.
But I can say I do have, the 12-year-old was the youngest, and that's because she got a doctor's note from her doctor. I've seen it. My age range is when a girl at least starts seeing a gynecologist because they're used to somebody being
down there. Okay.
And I won't be the first person because they might not be comfortable with that. So I prefer them to have already seen an OBGYN and then coming to see me. But if it's that detrimental, but if they have health issues going on down there, they probably already seen an OB, and that's when they bring me that doctor note. So.
Okay. That sounds good. I like that. I like that you make sure you're comfortable. It's all about the client's comfort and so much Cause you do got the moms who want to live through their kids. Are you getting waxed? So I like that you take that discernment.
And had to ask the mama, "Are you on my table?" I'm telling her to chill.
Yeah, I like that discernment that you have. Yeah,
like you react like this. Like
I definitely like that.
You my client, but she my client too. And right now, she's more of my client than you are.
So if a young girl can take it and lay on that table and not even be sexually active and just be vulnerable like that and can take the pain. Y'all grown ass women who's scared to get a wax, who's still out there fucking shaving and messing up your damn skin, come get a wax. You should not be scared. Yep. What do you have to say about somebody who may be thinking about their first wax but may be scared because all of the horror stories that they hear, or they might be scared that it might be too painful? What do you say to them? Is there any tips to calm them down, to get them prepared for their first wax?
First and foremost, stop listening to other people. Everybody has their own experience. Everybody have been to different estheticians. Like, I have people that came in here that didn't been to 5 other people, and they tell me that mine is the easiest. I done had people come in here and tell me that their last person was softer than me. So it just depends on who you're going to.
Okay.
You can pop a Tylenol 30 minutes before your appointment. That does help with the pain a little bit. Some people do like to apply numbing cream. That shit does not work. That shit does not work. Y'all can put that on, but at the end of the day, I'm going to
clean the area anyway, right?
There we go.
Okay.
I do not supply numbing cream. I will not put it on you. It needs to go on at least 30 to 40 minutes before so it can start working.
Okay.
Another thing that I tell people to do is exfoliate at least 48 hours before. It kind of loosens your hair follicles up a little bit. And just breathe. Like, just calm down.
Just breathe through your appointment.
Just breathe.
My first wax I got when I was pregnant. Everybody said that
You're
I was crazy.
Because you're more sensitive. Like, you're more sensitive. Your baby be punching me and shit when I'm trying to wax you. Like, I be feeling I can see the baby.
You can feel the baby.
And then it's like, if you're further enough along, is that your hair or the baby head? Because
my God.
I went 38 weeks. But yeah.
Can a yoni steam tighten your walls?
So, I have been told that a yoni steam can tighten your walls. I've had yoni steams done. That wasn't my blend. I just had a regular blend. But they do have specialty blends where they have herbs that are made for tightening the uterus. So, if you do want to tighten it in, we do have a specialty blend that is for tightening. They have ones that's like called wet. If you want to like increase your moisture down there. We have blends for fertility if you're trying to get pregnant. So, it just depends on what you have going on. There's millions of herbs out here that are for everything that you need. That goes on with your body. So, yes, the tight yoni steam blend does make you tighten. It does.
If you're wanting to know, how long was the hair on the hairiest person that you ever had to wax, and was it a male or a female?
If I could braid, I braid it. Like,
you can grip it with your nails?
Yeah, put it in the ponytail. Like, yeah. But no, I do ask people to come in here and let their hair grow out as far as they can.
Okay.
Even though it does seem scarier and it might be a little bit painful to get your hair waxed when you have a lot like that, but that means that your hairs have made it completely through its growth stage and they're ready to fall out. Because you shed hair every day. Whether it's down here on top of your head. You shed hair every day the same way you shed skin. So when you have shaved hairs and those hairs are new, I might kind of have to force them out a little bit more because they're not ready to come.
So it's kind of a little better to have it grow out
It's a little bit better. But no, if you do have too long hair, I ask y'all not to trim. Don't do my job for me. I got you. This is what you paying for. If I do need to trim you, we do have scissors to trim. I just ball it up in a little ponytail. I don't need no swoops or nothing, but yeah, we just ball it up in a little ponytail. But some people do come in here with some hair, and I be like, oh, you got some shit.
Okay, they can get a little box braid action.
Close your eyes and say your prayers, bitch. Close your eyes and say your prayers.
That's funny.
It's finna go there for sure.
Can you tell if I just had sex?
Yes, I can.
Tell them.
Yes, I can.
This was another thing. A lot of people was wanting to know this question, so it made me feel like a lot of people bust that thing open before they come get their wax.
Yes, I can.
And they want to know if you can tell.
Because I can even tell if your man dick big. I can tell because your hole will be open. And if he nutted in you, let's first of all not forget that nut can last in you for 72 hours. When you are getting waxed, you kind of like tense up and pressure, so that's where that discharge sometimes comes from. I've had semen seep out. That happens, yes. I can tell. Yes, I can tell.
So y'all.
But at least, I can say this, at least you did it the night before and not the night of, because y'all supposed to wait 24 hours. So, good job. That's fine.
Just know y'all ain't sneak dicking and coming and getting the wax and not knowing.
Have sex before, don't have sex after.
And just because she don't say nothing, she knows. She can tell.
I mind my business.
So they want to know if they can get a wax during their cycle.
Yes. So I would recommend not, only because you are more sensitive during your cycle. But some women do come in and get their wax on their cycle. They might be going on vacation the next day. They can't wait. All that has to come with that is to make sure you have on a fresh tampon or a menstrual cup. We supply them here. We have wipes in the bathroom, everything like that you need. So you'll be completely comfortable. It's at your discretion. It is an upcharge for it because I do have to look at that. Mm-hmm. But no, it's not a big deal. Okay. It's not a big deal.
Do you think all vaginas look the same after waxing?
No. That's why some people be like, oh, why you don't post everybody? Because everybody ain't posted.
Somebody ain't got that pretty.
Yo, coochie ain't that cute.
Okay.
Sorry. I mean, so that's just the reality.
It really is a such thing as a pretty pee.
Yeah. And then sometimes, I have to catch myself to not say it because that would be inappropriate. Like,
you don't want to be like, oh, y'all pretty pretty.
Your shit cold. Like, okay. But y'all be in the mirror doing it anyway. But sometimes when I get done, I be clapping myself for sure. Like, because you did that for sure. I had a lady the other day, she got a triangle and I'm for bald. Her triangle was fly. I ain't gonna lie.
The hair puffing. Ain't no patches. It's full triangle. Do you enjoy giving out pain? Why would you go into this? Do you enjoy seeing women and people in pain? Somebody want to know.
Be late.
Be late?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean, late to your appointment?
Because you late as fuck. So now I'm about to get off because you late. No, but for real, I'm not gonna lie. I have a client that's a psychiatrist, and she was like, "Bree, I think you get off hurting people without getting in trouble for it." And some of y'all, cause y'all don't even be saying hi when y'all text me. Like, so it's like you don't want to. I'm about to rip these people. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But no, I don't enjoy hurting y'all, but I'm not gonna apologize for it. Cause y'all know what you signed up for. I'm not to apologize like I did something wrong. They told us that in school too. Like, apologizing indicates that something wrong happened. Mm-hmm. So no, I'm not apologizing.
Period.
You
take these strips. Mm-hmm. If it hurt, it hurt. If you die, you die.
Suck it up.
Why do that shit feel like my coochie skin coming off?
Cause sometimes it do.
What the fuck you mean? What do you mean? You can't tell people that if they already scared.
It's dead skin.
Like, oh, you did
That's
say
why
that.
y'all should be exfoliating. If you're exfoliating, your skin not gonna come off. And then, quite frankly, we're ripping hair from your vagina. Mm-hmm. Like, it don't matter where you rip hair from. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be some pain. Some places might be a little bit more intense. Mm-hmm. Some might not be as bad.
Just like a tattoo, I would imagine.
Yeah. So I kind of am ripping your coochie off. I'm just ripping the hair off. But yeah. Again, you're not gonna.
So if you go on that booking site and you book a Brazilian, you getting ripped.
Yeah. But when you get up, your coochie still be there. I don't want y'all coochie.
It's not on the side of the table.
It's not on the side of the table. You take this motherfucker home with you. I don't want it.
Why does the lips hurt so bad?
The lips hurt so bad because that's the loosest skin. Mm-hmm. It's not like set. You have to taunt it real good. Mm-hmm. The lip area is also where the hair grows the longest, and then your pubis mound is right above your clitoris area and your labia. That is where the hair grows the thickest. So those areas are always going to be super tough. Don't hurt the worst. Always. Okay. And then it's just loose skin hanging. So depending on how your esthetician is taunting your skin, it will hurt more. Okay.
Should you wear panties after a fresh wax?
No.
No panties.
I don't like panties at all. Like, I don't even think you should wear them when you're not getting the wax. Like, I just don't. Panties hold bacteria. Cotton hold bacteria. You just took your panties. You came here with your panties on full of hair. You took them off. Now you're done. You have no hair. You gonna put them panties back on? After I just did
because hair actually holds it holds the bacteria and stuff.
Yes, it does. So no, don't put them panties back on. And then also, I don't want that tight material rubbing up against your fresh wax skin.
Friction.
It can cause friction, and that can cause you to bust up and have a histamine reaction. So I just say no panties. That's like getting the facial and putting your mask back on.
So come in here with your panties.
No.
Oh, don't come with no panties.
No panties, no problem.
No panties on.
No panties, free ball. Like, no, I don't like panties, period. On your cycle, that's about it, but no panties. I'm not a panty advocate.
All right. If it looks swollen in the picture, does that mean that person just had sex?
What do they mean?
Like if I guess if it looks swollen or puffy.
Y'all don't see that though. Like we don't show the lips. The only way you can tell if somebody has sex is if you're seeing the lips and the inside. The top is just. I mean, I guess her coochie fat. I don't know. Like, I don't get that question. Like, no, because y'all only seeing the top. First of all, Facebook and Instagram petty, so I can't post nothing.
You can't even show all of that.
I can't even show all of that to show your opening to tell if no, you can't. No, the answer is no.
Okay. Swollen just means she got a fatty.
She got a fatty.
That's all you need to know.
Big mom.
That's
Big
it.
mom.
Okay.
Fat mom.
Literally, that's what it is.
And when I think fat mom, especially looking like that, I think of a plus a bodacious, beautiful, voluptuous.
Yes, and I love my plus size girls. They are more flexible than girls my size because y'all need to just be weak as fuck. Like y'all don't have that one little hair all down the booty crack because y'all don't want to put your legs back in chest. And speaking of my plus size girls, it's a stigmatism in the wax world where I've had women come to me and tell me that they didn't know if they could get waxed because they were bigger. I didn't have women inbox me and say, "Can I get a wax because I am plus size?" Yes, all are welcome. If you can throw your knees back to your chest, you can get a wax.
Period.
Don't sleep on the plus size girl.
They be the one. Listen,
they really could be models to show y'all how to do it. They get it in. So no, my big girls, they get it in. I love them.
They do it. They come in, knees to chest, no problems.
I promise they more flexible. And then also, if we do have a plus size woman that comes in and she's not as flexible, we have tools in here to assist us.
Period.
I
like that.
And there are different wax positions that you can do besides knees to chest. So if it comes to the point where I do need to switch it up for your comfort, we can. Okay,
so can you give us the different names? So how many wax positions is it and what are they?
So the number one for the front is butterfly, point blank period. Only time it'll not be butterfly is if you have a client that has like a health condition. Some people have them sciatic nerves, so they can't bend their legs or they have back problems, can't really lay all the way down. They'll like let one leg hang and have one leg turned, or you can put one leg up and have one leg down
at a time.
Now for the back side, there's 4 different positions. My preference is knees to chest. That's my favorite. My preference is never all 4.
When you booking with her, knowing you get knees to chest. So before booking with her, practice knees to chest.
Yes, unless you are pregnant.
Okay.
To a certain extent. Once you get to the point where the baby is taking over and you can't put your knees back, I will have them turn on their side.
Okay.
And hold their cheek for me.
Okay.
You have some people that make you get on your stomach and you hold in both cheeks open for them. My whole reason for knees to chest is because I don't want y'all assistance. Some people don't hold good enough, or while I'm spreading and the wax is still whack, they might let
go.
The cheek go and they stuck together.
Wait. Have you ever had, because ain't nobody asked that, so have you ever had wax sticking together or somebody pulling and they scared and they just clench their legs?
So I let my clients know at the beginning, you can scream, you can cuss, you can yell. My neighbors know what we do. They not going to call the police, none of that. Do not close your legs and don't touch me. Do not touch me. But yeah, don't close your legs because if you close your legs and the wax is still wet,
that's a mess.
It can stick together and then it will be a one pull method. And then that can also make the wax go onto your clitoris or other areas, and that's when you will be bleeding because your skin came off. That skin is very thin there, so you have to be careful. So yes, that does happen. It can.
Oh my God. So you just got to make sure that when you coming in here,
just chill out.
Just chill. Don't be being all extra, because you being extra can cause extra stuff to happen.
It can cause harm. Yes, it can.
Oh my God.
Then that's where it comes in, back to the situation with the young lady. Things happen, but that's why you need to be licensed and insured. So just in case things happen, you won't get in trouble. Because say for instance, somebody do come in here and a mistake happened. I can send them to the hospital with my insurance, cover everything, and everything will be good. If they do feel like they want to sue me, it's not going to take my business away because I am licensed and I am insured. And accidents do happen. When you have life insurance, they have accidental death and cause of death. So it's like it's the same thing. So you just need to be licensed and be careful.
That's what I love about you and your business. I know that you are a businesswoman. You about your stuff. I's dotted, T's crossed, your paperwork is in line. The professionalism for me is like up there. But like I said, you also are cool enough when you get in the wax. We can talk, we can laugh, we can chop it up, we gonna kick it, it's gonna be fun.
Easy to get along with. I'm very easy to get along with. And I do pride myself on my professionalism because if you know me in real life, my attitude is terrible. have a terrible attitude. Like, so people in my personal life even ask me, like, I'm surprised that you're doing this and dealing with people, because I'm very introverted. If we sit in a room and you don't say nothing to me, I'm not saying shit to you. Here, I gotta talk to y'all. Like, so it's definitely me stepping out this box. Me doing this podcast is stepping out the box. Like, but I love it. It's been a good time. I love everything about it. So yeah, that is definitely like that.
Are you ever turned on by a fine-ass man that you're servicing? And would you ever shoot your shot with that male client?
No.
You not turned on and you wouldn't shoot your shot?
Mm-mm.
Period. She keeps it professional.
No. I mean...
So don't come here booking with her thinking you about to...
Those don't be my thoughts. I be trying to get y'all in and out. So I don't really even have too much conversation. Like, I don't wax men. Let's start there. I do not wax men, so it's never in an intimate setting. If a man is in here, it's because he's either getting a back wax or he's getting like a facial or a back facial. So I don't talk to y'all during facials. Facials are meant to be relaxing, fall asleep, and most of the time the guys do fall asleep. So once he's done, I probably left out the room already, and my assistant, she handles the clients after that. I'm on to the next person. So they don't really even get that chance. And then as a professional, I'm never going to come. I'm not shooting my shot with no nigga. Like,
professional or not.
Think about it. Like, no, you gotta come
shooting your
to
shot.
me.
Okay.
You better tip me good.
Okay, so like you said, tip me good.
Something, Leo, number on the back of the $100.
This
say her appointment was $150. Like, yeah.
Okay,
so, no.
something like that. So would you say, for instance, you have a male client, he's been coming to you for some time, he never approached you like that during the service, but after the service, he might want to ask you, take you out on a date. Would you be opposed to dating a male client?
If he light skin. I swear to God. And he gotta have a beard. And your shit gotta connect too. Like, if you light skin or you don't have a beard, I'm not talking to you. I like dark skin men. Sorry.
So just know if you come in here and get a service,
you tip it every time.
You gotta tip. That's a requirement.
Every time.
You gotta tip. You can't be light skinned and your beard gotta connect.
That's it.
If you hit all three of those fellas, you got a chance.
You're in there. Like, you're in there.
Do guys who get male zillions, are they knees to chest like us or all fours? I have some backups for this. So wait, before you answer the question, because when I think of, like, I could be wrong, when I think of a man zillion, I'm comparing it to a Brazilian. And I know for us, it's butterfly. It's knees to chest. Okay, so for a man, you said you don't service men, but I know you went to school for it and you know about it. So as a man, is it the same positions for women? Are they knees to chest? Are they butterflying? Like, how do a man zillion go?
Okay, so there's two different types of services in that area for men. They first have manscaping, and then they have the manzillion, or you can say brozillion. Whatever you want.
Whatever they feel comfortable.
So the manzillion is everything. The manscaping is like the stomach line, the thigh line. It's just like cleaning it up, grooming yourself, making you look nice. We don't go nowhere near the butt area or into the actual pubis mouth or his groin.
Okay.
Now, when you get a manzillion, you get everything from the ruler to the tutor. They do butterfly like y'all.
Okay.
They do that. They have to hold their penis because it's in the way.
What do you, like, hold it out?
Hold it up. If I'm on this side, hold it to the right. If I'm on the left side, hold it over there. It's in the way. Like, it'd be
so you're not touching it and moving it out the way?
I can, but if I need them to hold it while I'm taunting the skin, they'll hold it for me.
Okay.
So I did used to wax men. I stopped waxing men because I had a stalker situation because he got aroused. And, no. So... my ladies, this is another reason why I don't wax men. So my girls already know I don't do all fours. I'm not about to be in your ass like that. I'm not doing that position. Like, I'm already in your ass. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, you position like I'm about to have sex with you. And I'm not like, I don't like y'all like that. So with men, they can't do knees to chest because their balls hanging away. So they have to get on all fours.
And you said you ain't lifting that.
I'm not. And it just seems really demasculating to me to have a man on all fours. Some people into that kinky shit. I'm not one of them. It's weird just being up in a man, but like that. So it's just enough for me. It's just my preference. So yes, they can't do knees to chest because if they have long big balls, they hanging away. So no, they can't. They have to get on all fours.
Are they?
They just like this. just like this. It's a grown ass man, just like this, and I'm in his booty.
And you pull it, you put the hot wax, and you stripping it, and they
Exactly. No, they in the front like like that. So it's like it's weird. It's emasculating to me. Like I don't know.
I would think so. Like that feel like wow.
I love my black men. I'm not trying to see them.
So I'm not trying to put you in that position at all, King.
Ever.
At all, King.
So yeah, no, I'm good.
What else do you have going on?
So the whole point of beeswax, of course, I wanted to start off by myself in my suite, doing my thing, only worrying about me. It's just easier that way. I wanted to make it a one-stop shop for all my clients. I wanted to be super peaceful, super spa-like. Anytime I go on vacation, I'm going to the spa. I love relaxation. I love self-care. So my goal is to have people coming in here being comfortable, getting their services done, recommending people, and just having a good time. I'm actually in school right now to get my instructor's license so that I can teach classes.
So you'll be teaching other people how to
become an esthetician.
Okay.
So I'll actually be in a beauty school working, and then I can also teach private classes to student estheticians and licensed estheticians on how to wax, do chemical peels, facials, whatever we're offering up here.
Reiterate that again. You already have to be a student for them to
take my class.
Take your class.
Yes.
Okay.
You cannot just be out here and come and take my class. I'm sorry, y'all. Because there's a lot of y'all that's been asking me, and trust me, I get it. Esthetician school is $12,000, so everybody might not have the money to go into school and get started, but they want to start their waxing career so that they can build the money up to get started. That's just a liability to my business, because at the end of the day, whether I print that little certificate here in my office or in my mama's living room, I have to be licensed to give that to you, and you're still not licensed, and you could possibly hurt someone. Not only, don't think that if you hurt someone while you're practicing without a license that, oh, they got hurt, maybe they're going to sue me. No, you can go to jail, and you can do time. It's not just a fine that you can pay. You can serve up to 3 months in jail if you're practicing without a license.
That's why I said you heavy on your business
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. So I'm not going to jail.
You want
for
people,
nobody.
And I feel like also too that will wither out the people who like kind of just doing it just to a money grab or wasting time, because you need to put in some work to show me that you really serious about this to take my class.
You got to clock $600.
I like to keep my ears to the streets.
Okay.
I know it's something else that you got going on that you excited about.
I
Go
am.
ahead. And
I'm actually starting a new business.
Okay.
And it's actually for all my beauticians. So it's actually a clothing line called Beauty Merch. Follow the Insta _beauty, then the word merch. It's basically just going to be apparel and accessories to showcase what you do. So we'll just have stamped shirts, crew necks, hoodies, tumblers, iPod cases, AirPod cases, all that good stuff. And it did say things like esthetician, nail stylist, hairstylist, cosmetologist,
just the service,
different things
just
like
stuff
that.
for the service
So
industry.
it's a way for you to promote yourself and have the money in my pocket.
Period.
Come shop with me. So I actually plan on dropping this line hopefully in the middle of February. I got some things going on, but it is being worked out. I have my website. You can get the shirts in different colors, all type of stuff. So I will be doing some mock-ups really soon. So look out. New business. And I hope it take off like how my business does.
Yeah.
Right now, my demographic is just Detroit. And I'm popping right now. And all glory. Super happy about that. But when it comes to the beauty industry with this beauty merch, it's hairstylists and
everywhere,
worldwide.
Everywhere.
That could be doing shipping, anything like that. So right now, I'm mostly just making money off services. Part of your business aspect is to make money off retail as well. So where you can get out the service industry. I'm not about to be looking at coochies every day.
See, I got into this business looking at coochies, but that's not my end goal. That's not the end goal here.
I'm not doing
it.
So yeah, this will actually help me get off the floor, make more money, and it'll also be a way to help other people make more money. So I'm for it. Shop with me. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on.
Okay.
Just becoming a teacher, starting a new business, and just running
maintaining,
this school. Yes, like, because I can't always be here. So that's why my team is my team. My assistant, Angel, she handles everything for me. She gets stuff done. She's the enforcer when I'm not here. I don't have to worry about anything with her. When I'm in class or I'm teaching, business is still flowing through here. Money is still flowing through here.
I love it.
So it's like, you got to really step out on faith sometimes.
I love it.
I didn't know if this was going to work, but y'all been blessing me. My clients always bless me.
I love it.
Everything's been good, and I hope it stays the same.
Okay, so tell the people where they can follow you, want to drop your social medias, how can they book with you. I'm telling you, if you need a wax, if you interested, And what I would say is, because I had a friend who had a wax. She went to a wax party, actually, where the lady came. It was a wax party, she's saying.
That's new.
Where an esthetician came in and waxed the ladies.
Okay.
But she said the lady was such in a rush, she didn't explain it. This was a lot of people first time waxing. And she developed some issues, blah, 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 blah. So I'm telling her, you know, my first time waxing, or even my first time waxing with you, I know that you are very knowledgeable. Any questions that somebody asks, you're going to ask them. And I really, really do love that about you. So what I want to say is coming to you, booking with you, if this is your first wax, she is going to answer all your questions.
For sure. Like any questions that you have, if I know the answer, I 100% will explain it to you because I don't need anything to happen out the way. It's a very intimate service. It's our most personal area on the woman's body, even the man too. So you want to make sure everything is always good. So I'm an open book. I'm not one of them people that don't text back. I text all my clients back. Y'all can call me. Don't call me at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Some of y'all be doing that. And it's just crazy like how y'all really call somebody at 6 o'clock in the morning talking about y'all cooking.
They be up thinking it be heavy on the brain. Yes. But like, you gotta remember the time of day, like business hours.
Like what's going on? But yeah, any questions that anybody have, I always let them know after their appointment to definitely reach out to me if they need to.
Okay, so tell the people, where can they follow you? How can they book with you? Go ahead and shout yourself out.
So when Facebook not hating, because I'm always in Facebook jail, girl. I'm a fucking felon at this point.
Me too. That's how Tabby Talk started. Because literally, I was always going to jail, so I started a group where I can talk my stuff.
If I blow, they gonna put me in jail. Like I'm always in Facebook jail. But no, my Facebook is Beeswax Skincare. Bees is separate, wax is separate. Then the word skincare. My Instagram is _beeswax. My TikTok is beeswax with 3 X's. I think that's all I got. It's too many social medias for me.
And what about your website? How can they book you? Your booking site?
So if you go through any of my social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, my link is in the bio.
Link in the description.
It is. It's all in my bio. You can literally hit the book now button. But some people still can't find that for some reason. So they'll just text me and I'll just send them the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, if you want to book your first time appointment, she is very knowledgeable. If you got some questions, you can go ahead and send them questions to her.
Come see me.
Come see her. Get y'all waxes. Get them. Don't be scared. Because the teenage girls, like you said, sit through it better. They boss up. Your grown ass.
Need to boss up.
Sexually active ass. Taking back shot ass.
Okay.
Need to go
That's when you be on all fours. Don't be on all fours in here. Do that later.
Y'all need to come in here, grow up, get your little wax or whatever. Come get your wax with my girl B. Okay, Bree. Let's go ahead and close out this episode. I am so happy to have you here.
I'm happy y'all came.
It was such an honor.
Because this is dope.
It was such good getting these little questions answered for people who was embarrassed.
I had a good time. It was
definitely a good time. I want to go ahead and clap it up for Bree. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Tabby Talks. I hope we got some good questions answered for y'all. Again, I want to leave this episode making people who scared of waxes, don't be scared. Bring your ass here. Join the smooth coochie club.
Okay. Don't be a bye, Harry. Bye, Harry.
It's been another episode of Tabby Talks. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Toast me up, girl.
Bonus!
Honestly, though, I thought they was gonna be crazy.
I thought they was gonna be a little bit messier, but
I thought they was gonna be
had
crazier.
Some good questions.
Like Angel was like, "What if somebody asks you if people be having shit in their ass? They do be having shit in their ass." Like,
I wanted to ask you that too, shit and nut.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be all vulgar on camera.
They be like, well, what do you do when that happens? I will tell them to go clean themselves up. I'm not about to spread that bacteria around. They be like, why you just don't spread the wax over the shit?
So you see little.
First of all, it's not gonna stick to the hairs, and I'm not about to waste my wax. Like, that's crazy.
You seal it in there, and you like, so knees to chest, and it's looking at you.
Yeah.
You would tell them, okay, put your knees back down and go in the bathroom somewhere.
I'll step out. It's wipes in the room.
Like, do you tell them like they need to clean up?
Yep, I'll be like, I'm gonna give you a second just to get yourself together. It's some wet wipes right here. So by the time I come back, I mean, they figure it out. I'm not playing with no shit. I don't even have no kids. I don't even change diapers. So.
And like As a grown
I'm not about to
person,
wipe
you
no
should
grown
know.
bitch. I'm not
You
doing
just
it.
went to the bathroom.
What if they feel like it's supposed to be part of the service?
It's not. That's spreading bacteria around.
They want you to clean it.
Mm-mm.
Say I'm not a CNA.
Get somebody else
Say I'm
to
not a
do it.
CNA.
Get somebody else
Not a
to do
CNA.
it. I don't even have no kids. To be doing it to. Like, no, I don't even know how to wipe ass, but mine, because it's back there. So what I look like, wipe? No,
Going
hell
back
no.
there.
I'm not doing that. Mm-mm.